You know, when it comes to, like, say, like, slasher films that, we look back and think of 80s. Like, the biggest one that most people think of is Friday the 13th.
Hey, I dropped your wallet. I'm sorry. I got it. Who are you? What are you doing? Hey, now cut that out right now. That's not funny.
But one film that, like, finally say, hey, let's try to do what it did, in a way. In this case, Sleepaway Camp. And, yeah. What was this one about, though? Because I've seen it many times before. So this is, like, the first film has an entire film series. It focuses on serial killings which occur at a summer camp for teenagers. And, like how, like, sometimes, like, when you think of slasher films, like, nowadays, like, back in the 80s, it was, like, say, older adults portraying teens. Well, this one actually has teens playing teens. And from, like, looking back, you can say, like, it was probably at the time you probably thought, oh, well, this is interesting because, it's not adults playing these characters. But looking back at it, it's kind of like saying, oh, well, this is interesting, but at the same time, from modern context, you feel like, oof, you think, oof. But at the same time, like, you feel like, oh, because there's always sometimes that bit of criticism when you think about, like, say, hey, why are we having adults playing teenagers and all that? What was the story about? Well, yeah, I already said, like, say, serial killings which occur at summer camp for teenagers. Well, in this case, the introduction of, an 80s slasher character that we have a couple series. In this case, Angela Baker. And as well as her cousin, Ricky. In which, as the, basically as the film goes on, they go to summer camp.
Oh, here you are. Look what I did. I packed you and your cousin some goodies for the ride up to camp. Wasn't that nice of me?
Any chips?
Why, of course. I believe there's a whole bag.
Why, I'm almost sure of it.
In which, as the film goes on, multiple murders happen. And the first time I saw this, I thought, hey, wow, this film is pretty, queer. Especially in that, like how back in the 80s, they say, especially when it came to films involving camps. Well, I'm gonna say it, sometimes when it comes to the, costuming for some of the men, you'd think, like, say,
as far as I can tell, the boy drowned. Of course, we'll have to wait for the medical examiner to check him over before we can be certain.
Of course he drowned.
Jesus, the man doesn't take no for an answer, does he?
I guess he's just uptight about bad publicity.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow. Sometimes, like, say, the men in this movie are wearing shorts that are just, like, say, it's kind of short. But I gotta say, like, one character that, like, she, for the actress Desiree Gould, who plays Aunt Martha, she does a great job as being playing an over-the-top character, but at the same time, that in modern-day context, she is kind of crazy.
Oh, just a moment. I'll be right back.
Good old Mom's at it again.
Here they are, all filled out and signed by yours truly. Wasn't that nice of me?
What are they?
Why, they're your physicals, of course. We can't go to camp without our physicals now, can we?
In that, like, as the film goes on, you feel like, say, oh, Angela's young girl, she's, going to the summer camp for the first time, she's meeting guys, and at the same time, she's slowly understanding, like, say, like, hey, maybe these guys have interest in her.
I hope you're not mad I did that.
I'm not mad. I better go in.
Can I have another one?
Like, there's a sequence in which one guy who, like, is in the camp, he's going to say, hey, she's trying to, like, you know, do the thing in summer camp where they go and say, whether, like, you know, like, hey, let's go swimming together, and then suddenly like, say, hey, well, how are you? But, you know, she's not there, but the killer is.
Hey, Baba, Reba. Hey, Baba, Reba. What the hell are you doing here? I bet the rest of the boys will be interested in seeing you.
And I gotta say, that kill is pretty good. There is quite a lot of kills in this film. Whether it is the sequence in which, like the cook, like the camp cook, like in which he is, like, you know, he is obviously a very bad man, if you've seen the film. Well, so, in a way, he gets a very, very, oh my god, kill, in which boiling water is thrown. But, because one of the things, like, yes, you think from modern context, you're probably thinking, like, say, like, you're either gonna have, like, two different perspectives of this, like, where you're gonna think, like, say, the idea, like, some of the ideas, like, say, how, this film could be, probably someone's gonna think, like, say, oh, well, this is kind of, like, not very positive towards trans, or ideas, or something like that, because some folks have, like, thought of, like, say, hey, Angela could be a trans character, but, well, it's kind of gray, in that her, like, you know, she's, you know, before she was Angela, she was Peter, but her transition was kind of...
But of course, when my husband left... Oh, well, that's all water under the bridge, as I always say. Water under the bridge. But it certainly will be a nice little surprise when Richard comes home to find a little girl in the house. Yes, I've always dreamed of a little girl just like you. I mean, we already have a boy, so another one simply would not do. Oh, no!
Forced. So, yeah. From Aunt Martha. And I do love some of the kills, like in which there's, like, say, one involving, say, bees. Bees are used as a kill. Someone throws a beehive inside of a stall. But then again, like, say, when I was growing up in camp, when I was Boy Scouts, like, there was, like, one time where guys were the entire day were trying to say, haha, look, there's a snake, and I'm terrified of snakes. They would say, like, look, there's a snake, and then I'd go, eventually, after an entire day, I'd be going, say, I'm sick of your shit. But, and then someone goes, like, say, I was fishing, and then someone goes, like, say, like, Kelsey, there's a snake under you. And I feel like saying, nope, not buying your shit. But later, they would, like, tell me, like, say, yeah, there really was a snake. It was a copperhead. And like, looking back, and you feel like saying, you feel like saying, wow, ugh. But, yeah, I feel like this film is kind of entertaining. It has a great, like, ending sequence that is, iconic ending sequence with the character of Angela, in which we realize, like, say, oh.
How can it be? God, she's a boy.
Very surprising and all that. But I did, like, say, yeah, like there are some, like, at moments of this, like, say, hey, like, in sequences of, like, say, hey, realizing that, her dad or his dad was actually gay and all that. And I'm gonna be honest, like, say, some of this things, like, say, from the 80s, it really wasn't dwelled upon unless you're talking about a John Waters film. And, yeah, you don't really think about that much back in that time period. But, so I'm kind of glad this film decided to take that risk, but at the same time, I did think, like, looking back, you feel like saying, you know, like, not everyone's gonna just go crazy because they see another guy, you know, with another man.
I'm so sorry. I did not realize you were gay. And I've made so many jokes. Eat my sweat. Look, fella, I don't swing that way, despite my perfect body.
Or a woman with another woman. I just don't feel that. Like, say, someone with having a same-sex relationship is suddenly gonna go crazy. I don't feel that. But at the same time, Sleepaway Camp is a very entertaining film. It has some great kills of it, and it's a fairly entertaining film.
What the hell are you doing? Hey, get that thing out of here! Come on, get it out! Come on, get it out! What the hell are you doing? Come on, get it out! No, no, come on! Oh, God, get away from me! Get away! Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Oh, God, somebody help me!
If you haven't seen it. But yeah, there are some great characters, I feel like, say. Yes, the opening sequence is just, like, say, like, the sequence in which the, one of the skier girls goes, oh my God, and all that. It's just, okay, yes, girl, yes, you're doing a fantastic job, but please.
Somebody help me!
Calm down. Because at the same time, I feel like, say, you're screaming to the choir. You're our next scream queen. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one.
See you at the end of the summer. Right. Everybody in a bed. That includes you too, lover boy.
Can we please watch? Can we sometime review Vegas in Space?